Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be the most powerful video ever. In this video, I'm going to reveal my business system structure, and this structure is going to be eye-opener for most of the business owner because you'll be able to visualize all your business components, elements in one simple structure. So without any further ado, let's begin. Let me share my screen with you. Okay, here we go. So this is my business system structure. So basically I divide the entire business into 5 segments. I call them as a 5 systems. So all you need to have is 5 systems. Number one is management system, which is also called as business owner system because this is where business owners should put all their energy. Then you have marketing system. Then we have sales system. Then delivery system, and finally administration system. Okay, so delivery system is also called as fulfillment system or operation system, and administration system I call them as a support system because they support your main business. They're not the main part of your business, but they just support your main operations, right? And they are organized as per their priority. So I'm going to open the one more layer onto this structure, but before that I just wanted to highlight on this systems. According to me, if you want to really work on your business and grow your business, your focus should be on top 2 and top 3 systems, right? But I've seen most of the business owners, they spend their maximum time in delivery and administration. So when I open them, you'll be able to understand what are the activities and what are the types of work that you do in these systems. So we'll go with the administration system first, and then step by step we'll go to the most important part, which is the management and marketing, right? So we'll start with admin system. So here what do we have is we have HR, we have finance, we have admin, then we have policies, right? So in HR system you need to have a hiring system in place, payroll system, performance evaluation systems, and leave and attendance systems. So this is what in general HR system you need to have. See, I'm not saying this is the only system you need to have. I'm just giving you structure. In this you get a proper structure over here. All you need to just add and subtract things and use it as per your business. Apart from that, we have finance management system, in which you have invoice management, purchase, expense, outstanding, and inventory, right? So this is what you have in your administration system. Then we have admin, where you will manage your document, supplier, office stationery, facility management. So again, if you have any additional activities in the admin, you can add them. But then they all come under administrative system or support function. And then you have all the policies like leave policy, attendance policy, HR policies, and so on. So this is all comes under administrative system. So now why administrative system is important? See, this system is not going to give you revenue. This system is not going to give you what do you call business growth as such. But this system is important because this without this it has a potential to destroy your profit and destroy your revenue. Now let's say if you don't have a proper HR system in place, or you don't have a proper finance or admin system in place, your team may not be able to perform at their 100% potential, right? So this support system are not the system which will generate revenue for your business, but in absence of this support system, your potential gets decreased, right? So it is very important to have admin system in place. But do not start with administration. I just want to tell what admin system is. You should always start with the management system. So I have given you the order by which you want to start. So this is a system which will give you a clear pathway so that you can do the actual activities. Okay, so let's move to the next system, which is delivery system. In delivery system, we have onboarding system. Now this is a very important system. Now what is onboarding system? So whenever you make a sale, right, and you onboard a new customer, you need to know about that customer and you need to have that customers in your system, in your business, right? So you need to capture the right information about your customer so that you will not make mistakes while you deliver them. You will not make mistake while you fulfill whatever the orders you have received, right? So the onboarding system is important. Also, this is the bridge. So onboarding system is the bridge between the sales team and your operation team, right? So now if you don't have a right onboarding system, your sales team will get involved in operations, and you don't want to do that because your sales team is for profit making, is for revenue generation. If they do certain activities which are not revenue generating activities, it will cost you a lot. So if you have a good onboarding system, you will make sure that your sales team will focus on sales, and then your operation team will have all the required information so that they can perform and they can deliver and they can fulfill, right, whatever is required. So this is what onboarding system is. Whenever you have a new customer onboarded, you need to create a system, what all details you want, what all systems you want, so that will be part of onboarding system. See, in this video I'm going to give you a overview of the system structure. In my next videos we might get special videos for all these elements, and we will talk about them in detail. Then we have a delivery system. So basically delivery system and fulfillment system is basically when you receive an order, when you receive a new inquiry or new order or new not inquiry, order, then how do you deliver them? So that delivery is basically a delivery system. Now again you have subsystems in then according to the segment, according to the product, but then you need to clearly define it so that your team will have no queries, no questions on delivering this product and services. And every time your customer receiving this product and services, they have a uniform and same feeling, right? Then you, if you are into products, you need to have an inventory system in place. If you are purchasing products, then you need to have a purchasing system. So from I've seen most of the business owners, they are not able to replace themselves in purchasing system. They have a fear that if they have a team member, they'll not be able to purchase at right price or right quality, or they'll not get delivery on the right time. So when you create a purchase system, right, you will be able to replace yourself, because see, again, purchasing activity comes under delivery systems, and it is again a bottom uh, up to two activities, right? And purchasing system is not a revenue generating activity. So I would not want you as a business owner spending a lot of time in purchasing system. So you need to delegate this, right? And to delegate this, you need to create a purchasing system. Okay. In next videos, maybe upcoming videos, we'll talk about how do we create purchasing system, but you need to delegate this system, right? And there is a way, you have seen big companies, they have a purchase manager, purchase team. So they have a system in place in which they don't need a business owner to manage all their purchases. So you need to build a purchasing system. Then referral tracking system. So now this is very like important part. People say, I've heard business owners saying that customer don't give references, and I would like to correct this statement. You don't have to say customer don't give reference. You need to say, I don't know how do they give references, because we do get references, right? And if you do not have a designed system to get references, right, so you will not get reference. It's like a luck by chance. If you are waiting for a references, you need to design a system. So you need to design a system so that your operation team, because they provide services, they add value to the customer, and then once you do that, you obviously get the system references. So you need to have a system to receive those references. At the same time, you need to have a feedback system. You need to know what your customer is feeling about your product and services, how they are receiving this product and services, how they are seeing, what are the values that they are seeing, what are the pain, what are the problems they're facing while if they are using your product and services. So you need to have a feedback system in place. So this is all about a delivery system. Maybe you in your business there are some more elements in this particular system, but then you need to, I'm giving you a structure. You need to subtract, plus, minus this system in this, and then this system will help you. So this is all comes under delivery system. Now we'll go to the sales system. You can see the dollar sign. This is actually a system where you generate revenue, right? So what you need to know in sales system is it's basically a customer qualification system you need to have. So what do I mean by customer qualification? You need to qualify a customer. So whenever you get a lead or inquiry from marketing system, you need to first qualify them. And qualification is for 2 to 3 purposes, right? First you need to categorize them. This particular lead is under which segment. Then you need to also know whether this particular lead is the right lead for you or it's not a right lead for you. If you can provide a value to this lead or you cannot provide a value to this, right? If you do this, then your sales become easy. If you don't qualify, then you have to put a lot of efforts and you have to do a lot of objections while closing the sale. So if you do a smooth qualification, your closing will become easier, right? So you first qualify them, then you need to have a CRM system, how you're going to manage this lead, how you're going to do the follow with them, how you're going to track your performance, how you're going to track this leads. So you need to have a CRM system in place. Then a product management system, like what are products that you are selling, what are the categories, what are the pricing, what are the brochures, features. So all this product information is to be handy with your sales team, so that they can go with the confidence, and they have all the information that they require, so that they sell properly. Then you have a sales speech and demo. See, most of the business owners, they fail to understand this, that uh, you don't hire a sales team members and let them sell according to their capabilities. So when you do that, what happens, out of these, only 10% or 20% of the sales team member will do well, and they will do the exceptionally well because of their own personal skills, right? And the other team members cannot do that because of their own personal skills. But when you have a sales pitch or sales demo designed, it is not, your sales is not dependent on one or two people. It will be uniformly distributed with all your sales team members, and you are in a better position, right? So all your sales team members will be working in the exact same manner, so that it looks like a brand, it looks like a uniform experience to them, right? So you need to have a sales pitch, you need to have a sales demo, you need to have a structured way of pitching your product and services. Then you need to have a sales FAQ. This is very important. In sales, most of the time, customer asks you a lot of questions, like what happens after when I make a purchase. Can you tell me the difference between you and your competitor? So there are a lot of questions that they ask. Is there any refund policy? What guarantee do you have? So there are a lot of they also ask about your product. Does this product provide this services, or do you have this qualities? So these are the questions that it's not may not be included in your sales pitch, but they might pop up in your customer's mind. And if you observe them, there are common FAQs. All these customers, they have certain set of questions. They don't go beyond those set. So you need to document them, and then you document them, you put it into sales FAQ, so that all your sales team member will have access to them. And then if they arrive this question, they don't have to call you, they just take an answer to the customer. Then you need to design objection handling, because what happens, whenever customer throws an objections at your sales team member, they will try to defend it, and they will try to make up some answers. They will try to create some answer way, which may not be a true in that case, right? So there you need to have objection handling system, where they know, if this kind of objections come, how do you handle them, right? So you need to have that system. How do you manage objections? So you see, by saying this, I'm not saying that you will not have objections. You will be having objections. If there are no objections, there is most probably that this customer may not buy. So there will be objection, and you need to manage those objections. Then how do you create a sales proposal? You need to have a uniform system for that as well. So you need to create a sales proposal system. Then this is the most important system, sales incentive system, right? So your sales team works for incentive and not for salary, right? So you need to create a environment or culture such that your sales team work for incentive, and then you need to create attractive incentive systems. And then last but not least, you need to have offers and discount system. You need to have, like, from what is the duration of the offer, what kind of discounts you do, how do you give a discount, because you should not give discount randomly. I'm not saying don't give discount, give discount in a structured manner. Don't give discount randomly. You need to have a structure, you need to have offers in place, irresistible offers, packages, so that you get a lot of sales. So this is how a sales system is. Again, if you have any other elements in the sales system, you can put them here, but this is a structure, and I'm giving you a complete structure. How do you create a system around your business? Now we are going to the most important part, which is marketing system. Now most of the business do not have this system in place. They just wait for the leads, right? And you can't afford to make this mistake. Let us understand what is marketing system is. Marketing system has, first of all, a positioning and targeting, right? So when I say positioning and targeting, you need to know who's your ideal customer. You need to know your customer profile. So you need to know your ideal customer. You need to know their pain, frustration, their aspiration, their goal, a day in their life. What are the customer buying triggers? You need to know your customer segments, and you need to know your market positioning. So this needs to be clear and this needs to be defined. So this is what it comes under positioning and targeting system. Then you have a communication system. So when you communicate with the customer, what are your core messages? What are your USP? What are the benefits you provide? What are the lead magnets that you have? If you don't know about lead magnets, I will be creating a special video on lead magnet. We'll discuss about lead magnet, funnels, and tunnel in detail. This is a lead magnet. So how do you attract customers, like ebook or YouTube or webinar or free consultation? How do you create funnels? There are multiple types of funnel, which funnels you are going to use, and then which channels you are going to use. So you need to have this clarity. So you need to have this communication system. Then we have a lead generation system, and then you have online lead generation, offline lead generation. In online, you have LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Google SEO, AdWords. So these are the online methods of generating lead. And offline, you have on-field activation, networking and events, touchpoint engagement. So this is how you generate offline leads. Then we have something called as lead nurturing. Now, there are stages, once the leads travel from cold, warm, and then hot, and from making a cold lead into a hot lead, you need to nurture that lead. And for that, you need to have a nurturing system. So now based on the engagement level, you need to create a system, which could be a email marketing, SMS marketing, telephonic engagement, or meetings. So you need to choose and pick them as per their position in total lead cycle. So where they are right now, are they cold, are they warm, are they hot? So based on that, you need to nurture them, but you need to nurture them. And then finally, you will create a marketing plan. So this is how marketing system is. You need to have this marketing system in place so that you get leads consistently. I say consistently. If you do not get predictably and consistently leads in your business, you will not be able to predict your business growth. You will just run your business like by chance. So you need to have this marketing system in place so that you create a predictable and consistent lead and revenue in your business. Now, the most important part is management system. So you need to spend most of the time here. So what are the elements in management system? Is first, you need to have clarity, right? So in clarity, you need to know what is your company's mission and vision. What are the goals you are having? So what is your 5-year goal, 3 years goal, 1-year goal, quarterly goals? You need to create those goals. Then you need to create financial projections, which you will be going after, and your team will be going into with full energy. And then how you want your organizational structure to be, and then you need to define that as well. So that, see, I'll tell you, no culture is also a culture, right? So most of the time business owner says our company is small, we don't have a culture, we are not a corporate. But let me tell you, every organization has their own culture, and a no culture is also a culture. So you better define a culture. Then monitoring system. So you need to know what is happening in your business. Now you can't be in a doing phase in your business, you have to be in monitoring phase. So how do you monitor? So you need to have a business performance tracker. So I'll be in upcoming videos, I'll be sharing a template for business performance tracker, then sales tracker, finance tracker, team performance tracker. These are something you need to track, right? In sales tracker, what do you need to track? So you need to track monthly sales target versus performance, product segment report, product report, upsell report, cross-sell report, team member-wise report, branch-wise report, area-wise reports. You need to monitor these reports as well. In finance, you need to know the order and invoicing, per payment receipt, purchase, inventory, expense, balance sheet, profit and loss, cash flow, outstanding, salary, taxation. So these are the reports you need to monitor, right? Then you need to monitor team member performance. Then you need to set up annual goal, weekly, monthly goals, quarterly reviews, and then annual appraisal, right? So you need to have this system in place, and then you will be monitoring this. Then we have something called as goals and reviews. Then you have financial reviews, sales review, team performance reviews, goals reviews, and administrative reviews. So you need to do reviews on these particular items. And then you need to have knowledge management system, which is nothing but you first need to have a SOP. So you need to have defined SOP for all the operations that your company performs, and then you need to have all the tools that you have. You need to have the how to's of most of the questions. So it's basically knowledge management. So you need to document all this knowledge here so that it is not dependent on. So this is like your business brain, right? It is not dependent on a particular people. It is documented. It is in your central system. You need to have courses. So what courses I'm talking about? See, in your business you need to have some internal courses so that you can replicate yourself, right? Let's say you're talking about your business culture, your business journey, your business ethics, your business values, mission and vision. So you create a course on that and keep that course ready, and then whoever joins your company has to complete this course so that they get synchronized with the company's culture, and you don't have to spend time with that particular activity. So you create a course on that. You have a certain way of doing sales, you create a course on that particular selling system, and then you create that course so that whenever you hire a new sales team member, you don't need to give a personal training. You can have a course on that. Nowadays we have a technology. I would recommend use these technologies, and you create your internal courses, right? For example, you can create a delivery system course, right, in which you will teach your operation people how do they deliver a particular item, or what is the process of delivering that. So these courses are really going to be useful for them. At the same time, you can create you can have a training sessions, and then you can record those training sessions and create into the courses so that you can teach them about communication skills, about Facebook, about business ethics, etc. So I highly recommend that you need to have your central repository of knowledge, and then you need to have courses. Then you need to have a template. So what do I mean by template? So you need to have so you must be having format for everything, like like someone is asking for a leave, so what kind of format it has to be. You need to have an email templates. You need to have if you have a job description, you need to have that template. So whatever routine activities or event based activities you have, you need to get template for them, and then have a repository to store those templates so that every time you don't spend time on that, it is handy with you. So you need to have this knowledge management system, and then you need to work on your strategy. So what is your 90 days focus plan? You need to have your competence analysis. How are you doing to do expansion planning, and then how you do the succession planning. So with this, we have completed the complete overview of my business system structure. So now again, I'm telling you this structure is very basically overview of how your business should be structured, and you can add and subtract element in this. If you have any questions regarding business system structure, if you have not understood anything, or if you have any suggestions or questions, you can put them in the comment box. I would like to answer them. I hope you like this structure, and for more such valuable videos, you can subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I post a new video, you will get a notification. See you in the next video.